Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm Martin and today we're reacting to It Follows. I don't know very much about It Follows. All I really know specifically, the only detail about the film I know is that there is a swimming pool scene that seems to divide people. Like, some people hate it, some people love it. I literally have no idea what the thing that happens that divides people so much. But other than that, I literally know next to nothing other than the title of the film being It Follows, so I presume there is something following someone. Notes! I'm going to take notes this time because when it came to the wrap-up review of the film last time, I had like so many things in my head and I just couldn't get them straightened out, and it really came across at the end of the video that I was like, what was I thinking? This, that? Yeah, whatever. But without further ado, I'm going to jump into this. It Follows. Hope you enjoy the video, and here's the reaction.
Annie, what are you doing?
I'm fine, Dad.
I don't think you're fine. I somehow get the idea that you're not fine. The running all over the street like a crazy person is giving that away. Hey, pumpkins, it's Halloween. Maybe I should have saved this for Halloween. Oh, she's off again. She goes. There she goes. Yeah. A T-Rex approaching. Something's gonna come out of the water. I don't like it. What the f... Oh god. Nice. Nice. I'm enjoying the... I'm gonna write this down as well. Synth music. Like, I somehow forget that.
I see you.
What the fuck? Peeping Toms. They are Peeping Toms. I thought they were older for some reason, but nope. The fuck is that thing? What is that?
What are you reading?
Like a Kindle inside a shell. I've never seen one of those before. Is there a phone?
Oh.
Why do I feel like the fact that it's a shell is going to come back in some way? What the hell is this?
Okay, my turn.
I want to go to a theater with like an organ.
Right there.
It's here.
Right there.
Are you teasing me?
He's being followed! He's being followed! He's being followed! I've caught on to what's happening here. Invisible person follows. I don't trust this guy. I don't trust this man. He's got a creepy invisible thing following him, and now he's getting all shady. Dark woods, that's always a good place to be. Not creepy at all. Don't worry, nothing bad can happen out in the dark somewhere. With man acting extremely shady. I won't show this on YouTube, but they're doing it for your context. They're doing it in the back of a car. That seems slightly anticlimactic. Just a... Shady guy, shady guy. I told you all, shady guy. Shady.
I'm not gonna hurt you. Don't worry.
You sure about that? You sure? I think the damage is already done.
It could look like someone you know, or it could be a stranger in a crowd. Whatever helps it get close to you. It can look like anyone, but there's only one of it.
So, paranormal STD? Let's jot that down. That is a person. A naked person?
If it kills you, it'll come after me. Do you understand?
So you're gonna leave her tied up? It's my perfect plan. My perfect plan. I'm gonna pass it on to you, and then I'm gonna leave you tied up. I think she thinks it's real. I think she thinks it's real, guy. You don't need to prove it. Okay, so it's slow, not dumb.
On a date?
That date has gone extremely well so far.
Lucy.
Does not look shady at all, this guy. Captain Shade, we're going to call him. How does he think this looks? Keep showing her hands. Oh, lots of shots of her hands so far. I'm waiting for something to grab her hand. That's basically what I'm getting at. I'm just going to be anxiety filled with every scene she's in now. Because it's going to be a fake out. It's going to be a fake out. It's the ball. Or it's those kids. Probably those kids. Oh my god, what the Stop watching it. Look away, and then it's going to be right at the window. This is not good. I mean, I understand you might just think he was talking crazy, but
that is not what I meant at all.
If an old lady's coming shambling towards you in a nightgown. There she is! There she is! Leave! Leave immediately! Maybe choose something slightly less creepy looking. Not that, I mean, I feel like I'm being mean to a lady. She's purposely acting creepy, okay? Throw something at her. Throw something. See if it goes through or something. So does it have to, like, catch up with her from where it was, or can it, like, teleport? But it can only teleport when she can't see it. I think this is going to be the sort of make it break it for this film for me, is how long it takes for her friends to believe what's going on. Because it can be incredibly frustrating when, like, we don't believe you, even though they're obviously traumatized. Depends. It depends, though. We'll see.
It's cool spending time with you.
Yeah.
I don't care if you've got a paranormal STD. Me and you, baby. T-Rex is back. Oh, I don't like this. Ugh. It's tight angle, something's gonna pop out around the corner. Please. It's the telephone. It's the telephone. No, it's not. It's something over here. Ah! What the fuck is this? Why? I thought you said it was going to blend into a crowd. This is not blending in. Can it open doors?
Everything's okay.
No. No. That's creepy. No. That's a really tall dude. How tall is that man? Fucking hell. Basically, I don't think a bicycle's going to get you much further, girl. You gotta maybe get a spaceship. That might be the best option. This is stupid. This is stupid. Why would you do this? So this thing can definitely interact with physical space. So it leads me to wonder why it can't open doors. Ew. Ew. Why? Is he trying to like jack it out? Like, if I masturbate, that will get rid of it, right?
Any guy would be with you, just sleep with someone else and tell him to do the same thing. Maybe he'll never come back. This isn't real.
This seems like putting a band-aid on a bigger problem here. This is, again, the shots of her hands and shit.
Okay.
What is this?
Who did it to you?
That girl right there?
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That was cool. Okay. Why does she look so weird, though? It's a gun, isn't it? There's a gun in there. That's why he wanted to come here. Called it. I'm a genius. There's always a gun in a box in these films. Always. Oh, at least he's sharing the gun. He's not keeping it to himself. That's good. He avoided that horror trope. Behind you. Pantomime moment. Oh god! It went flying. That was a bit ridiculous. Sorry, that was a bit. Let's get it back up. Let's get it back up. Shut the door. It can't open doors, apparently. Don't get closer to the hole. What are you thinking? Why does she keep doing this to herself? I'm not looking. It didn't deserve that jump scare. It didn't deserve it. That was a cheap jump scare, and I don't appreciate it. It was too obviously signpost. What was the conversation that led to this? But it looks like she, the two of them conspire to like, hey, let's just get this shit passed on, get it away from you. Is that what's going on here? Belly flop. I'm a scary monster. Belly flop. Can't open doors. It still can't open doors.
What the fuck, Mom?
Yep, yep. This is bad. Bad news. It waited. It's smart. You remember? He said that. It's smart. What the fuck is going on? Ew. Ew. That's disturbing. That's more disturbing than the fucking little boy's head coming through the hole. What? What the fuck was that? Next note. Sex. Bad. Question mark? Like, why would you just stay still? I don't like, she has this weird mentality. I'm just gonna stay still. The thing that can only walk at me, I'm just gonna keep staying still. Alright kids, here we are. Swimming pool. Can't wait to see why this scene divides people so much. We've tried shooting it and hitting it. Now we're going to electrocute it. That's well-known way of stopping normal STDs as well as paranormal ones. What the fuck is going on? Like, what? I'm still so confused. What was the plan here? What was the plan to get it in the water and electrocute it, right? That's what I'm assuming. And now it's just fucking, I'll throw things at you. What the fuck? Why would you stand there? Why would you? What the fuck? You can see he's pointing a gun. Why would you stand directly across from where he is? You know what's going on. Ah, I like this idea. This plan's good. There we go. Look at that. It took them all the movie to think of that. Shouldn't it be like... Oh, yeah, that seems smart. Keep doing that. That's... Oh, headshot. Look at that. Fucking domed him. Oh, close up with the hands. Close up with the hands. Is this the payoff? Is this the payoff for the hands? My anxiety levels. Oh, oh. What the fuck is going on here? The fuck? Yay? Of course it was the girl with the seashell phone who got shot in the leg. He's pointing a gun at me. Should I stand in front of him? The end? Of course that's the end. End credits. It might be dead, it might not be. Who knows? Oh, God. Okay, guys, that was It Follows. Directed by, as I've got here, David Robert Mitchell. First things first, notes. Let's read off my notes, shall we? I've got violent thing, synth music, sex car, paranormal STD, slow, not dumb, teleport / powers, tall man, creepy, walking, cheap jump scare ×1, long hair guy ? Sex bad ? And what's this? What? I can't even read. Mold bread. That's what it is. Moldy bread. Those were my notes that I took during the film. I went into this film not knowing anything about it really, other than there was something that was persistently following someone and there was a controversial swimming pool scene, which we'll get to in a minute. I really like the concept. I find myself in a hard place here because I really like the concept that they're going for here, but I think some of the execution was I was really expecting the film at some point to do a scene with like a big crowd of people and then play with that idea of it maybe swapping and changing from person to different person, but ultimately whoever it was following, it was really obvious who it was because they always looked weird or creepy. And then even when it wasn't, someone said, "Can you see that person?" they looked weird and creepy, and then they did this weird thing where they purposely obviously got the actor or the extra or supporting artist to look at the camera like, I'm creepy, and then, no, I'm not creepy. It's supposed to be the thing watching through other people, maybe? Or it's just red herrings. Red herrings everywhere. The main positive thing about the whole film for me is just the concept. The main idea is a good idea, and I think it's a really interesting one. I just don't know if the film executes it perfectly. The main thing being, I sort of came out of the film with more questions than, like, satisfaction. Is that the right way to put it? Like, I don't understand this thing's powers. Like, it only walks, but can it teleport? Because they seem to drive miles, and then it's like, I'm still here walking, and then it can't open doors, but it can smash things. I just wanted there to be more secure. These are how this thing operate. But I get that the film's going for the up in the air. These are just teenagers dealing with a situation. They're not going to be able to study this thing or understand it in any kind of real capacity. We're just seeing it from their point of view. I'm stumbling over my words. I'm spinning my wheels on this point, I feel like, but it's just, I wanted the rules to be a bit more solid. I think that's where I'm getting with this. The score was really good. I really like the synth music. I don't know if it actually contributed to the story at all, but I enjoyed it. I enjoy that sort of synth John Carpenter style music, so that I enjoyed it, but I don't know if it was perfectly fitting with the film. There were moments where it worked really well, but then there were other times where it was just really big and like, okay, I suppose this is meant to be like a hero moment, I suppose, but I did enjoy the score, so I'll give it that. There also seemed to be a lot of, I think this is one of the better aspects of the film. There was a lot of, clearly there's a strong theme going on here, and it's all about the loss of purity and innocence, I suppose. That's sort of the main theme I'm pulling from the film. That there's a lot of discussions between the characters about their innocent days, pure days, when they didn't think of things in such complicated terms. I suppose this monster is meant to be kind of the antithesis of that, of growing up, developing like a sexual attractions to other people, the consequences of it, all that stuff. I mean, it's pretty on the nose stuff. There isn't much subtlety in there. There's having sex can lead to consequences, kids. That's the big takeaway. Let's talk about this swimming pool scene. So now, having seen it, I can absolutely see why it rubs people the wrong way, because it's all over the place, to put it honestly. So the plan was, I assume, they wanted to get the thing in the water and electrocute it. That was their initial plan. Doesn't go according to plan. Things starts just throwing the stuff at the girl. I don't know if the thing was trying to kill her and knock her out, because obviously we knew that the way that it kills its victims is through rape, basically. That's how it kills the victims. So I don't know. I assume the monster was trying to knock her out so it could get to her safely. So that seems to indicate that this thing must have weakness, right? It must have some kind of weakness, and we saw it taking damage when it got shot. It just apparently took a headshot to kill it? Question mark. Like, again, ultimately that swimming pool scene just ends, like I was saying about the rule set, it's just kind of vague, right? It's just like, okay, we shot in the head, and now she just sees a massive pool of blood. We don't know what happens, and I get that's the point. And it's weird. It's the same thing with Jewel, really. Like I said in the Jewel review, that there were times where it was purposely slow burning to build up tension, but it was just going on too long. And it's weird because I normally like that sort of thing, and it's the same thing here. I normally like ambiguity in films and TV shows, where it leaves you enough room to fill in the gaps yourselves. But I also think with this particular film, it doesn't give you enough like hard rules. I keep going back to this whole thing. I don't think it gives you enough to say, okay, this is what I definitely know, and I can fill in these gaps between that, right? I feel like I need to watch the film again, funny enough, because I wasn't really paying attention too much to who the monster was turning into, if it was characters we'd met previously or if they were family members. I think it turned into Jay's dad at the end. I think that's what was being set up, but I think I missed a conversation earlier in the film because I was talking. But that's what happens when you do a reaction, I suppose. But again, I feel like this is a film we'll have to revisit and maybe pay more attention to who the monster's turning into, what relationship it might have with Jay or the other characters, all that kind of stuff. Now, I feel it may seem like I'm harping on very negative here, but like I said, I think the concept is really strong, and I want to give it props for that. I want to be fair for that, and I think there's some really good performances in there from all the actors there. I mean, they're a fairly young cast, and they're really holding everything up. That everything was believable, other than the girl standing there waiting to get shot. I mean, that was a little bit ridiculous. Like, you can see he's pointing a gun at you. Move out of the way. But I do think overall their performances were strong, and Alex said whilst in the reaction that I liked that the friends instantly decided to help her rather than reject her, as is normally the case with these sort of films. So that was a plus. I liked that they just were on board. They don't know what's going on. They don't know if they believe her, but they absolutely jumped on and said, "Oh, we'll help you. We don't know what's going on, but we'll help you at least so you can feel safe." And then as the things progress and they believe her, and yeah, so that was good. I liked that they didn't go down that rabbit hole of "I don't believe you," you know, that standard little trope. So ultimately, I'm walking away from It Follows just basically thinking sex bad, people. Sex bad. To give this film a score, since we're still currently doing that if we keep doing scores, but did I like this more or less than Jewel, I suppose is the question I've got to ask myself. Did I? I feel like I did, at least with this film. I felt engaged a lot more. Like I said, in Jewel, there was a lot more dead space and stuff actively taking me out of what was going on. Here, even though there were all these like up in the air stuff, I was always engaged in the film. So, I feel like I could give this maybe like a 7.9 out of 10. I don't think it quite gets into the 8s, but 7.9 I think seems fair. But yeah, I feel like it is a film I'd watch again, so that's also another good thing. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me in the comments below what you think of It Follows. What do you think this monster is and how it operates? Maybe you can fill in some of those blanks that I'm obviously too stupid to think of myself. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. As I say, leave a comment below. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that thumbs up. Maybe even consider subscribing. It helps the channel out and lets me know you like these videos. So that's all good. And I'll catch you on the next one.